I'm really excited to think about and talk through how you measure the success of data science initiatives, and even if we kind of know how to do it at all.
Yeah, that's like the holy grail. So there's some, I think there's some projects where it's very possible. There's a couple ways we consider it successful. One is adoption and use of the tool. If people are logging in and using it, I'm already
Amazing.
pretty
Yep.
pumped, you know. We actually, one of our clients wanted us to track the number of logins by user and everything, and we did that and just actually stored it in a Google sheet. It was a live kind of connection, and we saw the user when they logged in, and it was getting a lot of action. So I'd say that's one. Some of them are not like quantitative in that sense. The other one is they're using it to, there's time savings actually. So I guess it is quantitative, but they're using it as part of their monthly process they had. For example, where we were doing something for a small drug company, they were manually putting together all these reports again around all their clinical trials and drugs and how many deviations there were in each study. And we managed to bring that time down from like 40 hours a month to, 2. So
Wow.
that's one of those things where instead of someone spending a full work week, they send us the data and it gets published to the Shiny app, and they can use that for their monthly, meetings.
Yep.
So adoption, time savings. And then in terms of metrics, yeah, we just had a case of this where the sports company I work with, they're working with the major leagues, like the National Women's Soccer League, the MLB, et cetera. And they want to measure, the effect of sponsorship, let's say. So if Nike sponsors, the NFL, how does that, is that a fruitful relationship for Nike? Well, it depends. Like, do we have the data needed to track that? What does Nike see as success? Are they looking to increase sales on their footwear? And if so, do we have that data? We do. We have transaction data at this company. So it's tying it back. It's just understanding, well, what is your goals? What are you trying to do? And can we measure it?
Yep.
And if we can, that's an easy one, right? That's great. Okay, well, we'll tell you if it increases over time. But then you get into, is it causal or not?
Yeah, exactly.
But so those are the big three. And I'd say that last one is a very iffy. You don't always have it. Number one, because someone didn't ask the question of, well, what is success to you?
Yep.
I can't make it up for you. And number two, do we have the data to measure that?
Yeah.
So do we want to increase spend, in this category year over year? Great. We can measure that and tell you if what we did helped with that.
And tying this back to kind of initial goals and scoping out, is this something you do your best to think through during the scoping phase as well?
Yes. Exactly. That's why I want to be there at the beginning. It's like,
yes, exactly.
Before you make these promises, I want to make sure, number one, we can help them with whatever question is they have. Number two, we have the data. And yeah, exactly. Like being there at the beginning. And then also sometimes it's just a matter of, we just need insight into this landscape, this drug landscape. And if we're able to do that for any data set we upload, like that's success. So we make sure that whatever we build is generalizable and can abstract for them.
Yeah, great.